Hola!
Hola, good morning.
Good morning!
Morning.
Meet Letitia Jan, my new friend who is working in the financial sector in Sao Paulo.
Right here, right over here. I know that you had a very busy week or whatnot. Thanks for letting us to follow your day to your work.
This week was pretty busy, as you said. We did a fair these days. With the weeks that we don't have fairs, we do need to have to understand the needs from industry parts and offer there the possibilities of financial product. So
Jan works for a bank owned by a
understanding that the
Chinese
financial-
firm, but before getting down to business, beating traffic is the first thing Jan has to do in the mornings as she makes her way to Sao Paulo's financial district.
That is basically all the main Chinese principal banks. They do have office here.
These Chinese banks mainly serve those engaged in cross-border business and trade. Their services, however, are expanding to customers seeking to use the RMB to settle transactions. Jan introduces me to her boss.
We are arriving at our president's office.
Okay, president's office.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Zhen. We would like to know about the first settlement of RMB.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not interrupting anything, right?
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So
Tell us a little bit more about this business, the first settlement in RMB done by your bank.
Okay, the first settlement, or RMB settlement, was happened in March 2023 because the client needed to purchase materials from China.
So if I am correct, if I understand it correct, is that because also the contract was originally written in RMB, right?
Yes.
So and that's the one of the reasons why it's settled
Yes,
in RMB.
yes. I think now the customers in Brazil have an additional choice to settle in RMB, which will promote their development of a cross-border business and also good for their control of the exchange risk.
With more and more Chinese banks and enterprises in Brazil, locals are provided with a fresh choice. Some have slowly become more willing to bring their business to Chinese-run banks, given improved efficiency and convenience.
Hello.
你好，
你好，你好，你好。
China's Bank of Communications has already joined hands with one of the oldest banks in Brazil, seeking to grow its customer base.
One of the oldest banks in Brazil. We were established in 1858, so we have more than 160 years of history. So it's a very old bank. We are very well pleased after you. When Bank of Communication acquired the control of the bank in 2015, we already had a huge reputation and a huge base of local clients, right?
Trade between China and Brazil totals more than $170 billion a year and continues to increase. Settlements in the country's direct currencies are becoming more appealing.
Since 2020, we were the first bank to be part of the Bond Connect, so we could offer Brazilian investors access to bonds investment in China. And since last year, we joined CIPS, and this was a major change.
CIPS stands for Cross-Border Interbank Payment System, a system for RMB cross-border settlements.
Since then, we have been witnessing an increasing trend in the use of renminbi to settle transactions, be them trade transactions or investment transactions directly from renminbi to Brazilian real.
We can definitely see the culture tie between China and Brazil, and with the possibility of more settlements in renminbi.
Sure.
And a direct exchange between the two currencies. Why is it important to do so?
And what we see is that, first, there is a cost benefit because you do not need to do two FXs to send the money to China or from China to Brazil. Because before you would need to change your renminbi to dollar and then dollar to BRL, or the Brazilian, the same thing, from BRL to dollar and then to renminbi. So you have one last step, which clearly brings an economic benefit, reducing transaction cost, but also operationally, being connected to the China's settlement infrastructure and the banking infrastructure, we can do it much faster.